skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like nobody. Like I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game, but skill wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody. Like talking about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting on TV.
That is Gervonta Davis saying that he's better than Floyd and everybody that's lacing up a pair of gloves that's on TV. He is the it factor. He's everything. He's the almighty Gervonta Tank Davis, y'all. And he says that, you know, people just want him to lose. You know, I call bullshit simply because people wanted him to lose. You know, that's just him being dramatic. You know, to me, although it's right in front of my face, I finally figured out what rubs me the wrong way with Gervonta Tank Davis. And that's his feminine nature in the way he reacts to stuff. You know? But I call bullshit because he's never been in a real position to lose. So how could he say that there's people that just want him to lose? You know, you've never put it on the line, really, in order for people to get into position to even see you lose. So wanting to see you lose, in all actuality, is code language to they want to see me step up. I think that's what Tank really wants to say, y'all, because he can't be saying that. I think that's what Tank wants to say. Matter of fact, that's got to be what he wants to say, because he's never put himself in that position. And then on top of that, the audacity of saying how great he is. No doubt, Tank. No doubt. We all see the talent. We all see the talent. We all think he's a great fighter. Nobody takes that away from Tank. But this is the problem with Tank. You can't put yourself in the same category and say you greater than anybody with the way you have navigated your career, because it makes no sense. Okay? You render yourself obsolete. By the simple fact alone, it's just like this. It's like if Drake want to get in the conversation of being the best hip hop artist or the best rapper or whatever. You can't do that. Once you have ghostwriters and stuff like that, you render yourself obsolete. There's no conversation for you. You don't get to go in that category. You don't write your own shit. Okay? That's the same thing with Tank. You're not taking the chances of the people that you are comparing yourself to say that you're better than. You're not taking the same chances that they are. So how can you put yourself on the same level when you're not taking as many risks or jumps or whatever it is for them to take to be considered the best, other than what you have inherited due to the fact that people didn't like Floyd? And you can't say that you ain't benefit off of Floyd, because you did. Whether it was positive or negative, you got a lot of eyes on you just because of Floyd. So it's a lot of stuff you got to blow right past. You know, and coupled with that, you know, Tank naturally got talent. But you don't get to compare yourself with the people that's wanting to go up 3 weight classes and all that other stuff, and, you know, cleaning out whole divisions and jumping up in heavyweight division. You don't get to do that. Now, if you want to say that you are one of the most polarizing or fan favorite, most liked to be watched, entertainment spectacle fighter, gotta give you that. But as far as saying you the best, to be the best, you gotta beat the best. Who have you beat that you could say, this is an impressive win that I can stand on and say, who doing something like this? You ain't got nobody like that. So if you ain't got nobody like that, how can you inherit something that you ain't went out here and took from anybody? If anything, even with all that skill, it'll be the same as Jerron Boots Ennis, a glorified email champ until proven otherwise. That's the same thing Tank is, but with raw talent. So, you know, saying people want him to lose? Nah, because you got people all over the place with Tank. They don't know where to sit with him. And I'm not a Tank hater. I'm not a Tank. You know what I'm saying? I don't do none of that. I like Tank, but I'm frustrated with Tank. Yes, if you that talented, show it. That's all people are saying is show it. But don't say you better than Floyd and yet people want to see you lose and all. No, Floyd took chances. You can't compete. You can't get nowhere near. Why do you care about that? See, this is what pisses me off. Why do you care about being talked about in that light, yet you navigated your career the way that you did? It shows that you don't care about those type of accolades and compliments and achievements and shit like that. So how can in one end you doing your thing, and then on the other end you also want to be considered with the people that's actually turning the screw on shit? No, man, that shit is illegal, man. That shit is not fucking fair. If you want that, be that. That's the same shit that I say with fucking Canelo. If you want to be that, be that. But don't sit up here and hold up a fucking whole division because you want to be considered the best, but then at the same time, you want to fight who the fuck you want to fight and you want to be the superstar. Go be the fucking superstar and let people who's really about that life, you know what I'm saying, progress in their division and have access to them belts and shit like that. But don't try to play both sides of the fence. And to me, that's what Tank trying to do. He trying to play both sides of the fucking fence. If you want to be considered like that, you got to walk in the light like that. You can't do what you do and yet think you deserve to be in the conversation of you good, you great, this and that. No, you are entertaining. Yes. Beyond that, there's nothing else we can say. You are talented. Yes. Beyond that, there's nothing else we can say, and you know that. There's nothing else. If you cared about that, you should have been moving like that. Then you could be in a conversation that. But just to hear you compare yourself to anything like that in light is asinine. Like it's got to be a joke. It can't be serious. And how can we depend on anything that you say? You can't stand on nothing. You can't even stand on what you type up on Twitter. You gotta type and take down. So your word and shit like that ain't nothing. We've been wanting to see you fight the best. We've been wanting this, that, and the third. It's obvious, damn near approaching 30, if not 30 already, that you're not gonna do it and you're not interested. It's too late for you to be talking about you the best or any fucking thing. Any damn thing. How the best in the game still talking about 3 Ferraris for payments and shit like that? That ain't it. That's low level shit. Who talk like that that's really on top? People who really on top don't talk like that. You ain't got real control over your career. And even if you did, you okay with the way you being moved. So therefore, you can't talk about none of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Tank fucking tripping until he do something, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't want to hear about it. He should have fought at least one of these dudes by now.